Hey guys, welcome back to Grave Reviews. My name is Chris, and tonight I've checked out this newer-ish Italian horror movie called The Well. It is directed by Federico Zampaglione. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, so I apologize. And it stars Lauren LaVera, who notably was in Terrifier 2. She's a local to me. She's Philadelphia area, and a bunch of the people I've worked with have worked with her in the past on a bunch of short films. So it was cool seeing her in a new movie. And this one was interesting, not at all what I was expecting, but it is a modern day Italian horror movie that feels like an 80s, 90s, sometimes 70s Italian horror movie, which I thought was really cool to see. So the movie is about this restorer of artwork who comes to Italy, a small Italian village, to restore a painting. She's filling in for her father. She runs into a group of biologists who are there studying biology stuff. Then there's a kid who has mental disorders, there's haunted paintings, there's weird dungeons, and it's all in Italy. So I couldn't tell you. This is a pretty convoluted movie in a lot of ways, and at times had some pretty good highs, and at other times some really low lows. Overall, I'll say it was decently enjoyable. I wasn't bored. So a paint restorer coming to a small Italian village is intriguing, but the movie plays out, and so it's like two storylines going on at once. So you have these biologists who get captured and put into this dungeon where they're tortured and murdered. Meanwhile, Lauren LaVera is restoring a haunted painting, learning about the young girl who lives in this villa along with her mom, and how it's going to come together is where I was like really waiting to see how this was going to coalesce. And I feel like it just kind of smashes together like a car wreck, just a bunch of ideas colliding, and none of it is very satisfying by the end, but it's all pretty interesting. The movie is way gorier than I was expecting, which I enjoyed. It's kind of a staple of the old 80s Italian giallos and stuff like that, where the gore is more than you ever expected. And I think that stuff was done particularly well. There's some cool-ish makeup effects and creature effects. There's other stuff where there's like this clown-like guy who, I don't know, it's weird. At times in the production values, I thought that the lighting was hit or miss. There's a lot of like blue moonlight, which never works for me, but that's just me being nitpicky at this point. Feels like a lot of times they're just like rocking this pro mist filter on the camera. Everything is bloomed out. All the lights are bloomed. It gives it a unique feel. Has more of a film-ish kind of look at times with the coloring and stuff. So I enjoyed the aesthetics of the film and where they are. Definitely felt different. There are times when the budget is showing itself, though, specifically this like dungeon area that they have people in. And there's just times where you just really have to shut your mind off. Lauren LaVera is there to restore a painting, and it looks like if she would have spent time just wiping the painting like she does in every scene, it would have taken about 25 minutes to restore this entire painting. But instead, it's taking days, and she's wandering around the castle, having nightmares, seeing visions of things, creepy stuff. And none of it, again, is coalescing in any way. And then when you get to the end, there's a whole sequence that plays out very dramatically and melodramatically, and none of that worked. None of the emotion that they were trying to pull out of me, I didn't feel anything. I thought it was kind of cheesy. And then the ultimate end of the movie was just bizarre, but kind of silly and fun. And that's kind of how I would sum this movie up. It's bizarre, it's silly, and at times pretty fun, and different than just a modern slasher or something you'd see nowadays. It felt like the convoluted nonsense of an old Italian movie with some of the modern day trappings. So for the most part, I thought it was a good time. I'm gonna give it like a 5 out of 10. It's nonsense, and even when the story is revealed, it's very tropey at times. But all of it together is a weird concoction that I just kind of thought was pretty fun. So that's The Well. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. Please leave a comment and a like. That helps out the channel. And let me know what I should be watching. And I'll catch you here next time, guys. Goodbye.